And I'm going to bring to the stage for the official welcome to all of you, the president of AMA Pro Road Racing. It's Mr. Roger Edmondson.
I beg your pardon.
It's on, so you won't have any problems.
Thanks. Well, I want to thank you all for being here tonight. I always wondered what I would say when I got up here, because these things are not what we plan and what we do every year. We do one banquet a year, which means after 10 years we don't have a lot of experience at it, and this is our first one. But I am grateful that you're here. We had a great season, and I have to tell you that in my role as president of AMA Pro Racing, there's some pain with this job, but there's also pleasure. And tonight, the greatest pleasure is that I'm the first one to have a chance to congratulate all these champions. You know, one of the great things about the ability for us to move forward with the AMA name is that you're not just another name in the record books. You're a name that's joining some of the most famous people who have ever raced a motorcycle. It's 85 years of history of AMA champions, and you're known by the company you keep. And so tonight, 3 riders will be joining the ranks of those who have gone before, names that we can all think of, like Kenny Roberts, Freddie Spencer, Eddie Lawson, Wayne Rainey. All the greats have come through the AMA system, and now others will be joining. Before we go to that, though, I want to introduce a few people who are in the group tonight who are luminaries in their own right, and people who you may not know. You may not know what their role is. Some will be familiar names to you, some will not. But I think these are people you need to get to know. I'm going to start with one I'm sure you all know, Eric Buell, an American legend who has fought the good battle, created his own company, and now is fighting the good battle here at the racetrack along with Gene Ostrom. Eric and Gene, can you raise your hands, please? From Dunlop Tire, we have Jim Allen, who's not as old as I am, but looks it. Jim? Now here's a guy that has come to us and brought to us a sponsor, a title sponsorship for our American Superbike category, who is probably as enthused as anybody you'll ever meet. And when you get a chance to talk to Sergeant First Class John Metzler, you better have some time, because John can talk up a storm, but he is totally on fire for what we're doing, and he has brought the National Guard to this program, and we're always going to be grateful for having that Department of Defense connection our very first year. John? Motorsports in this country and motorcycle business wouldn't be the same without Parts Unlimited. And tonight we have John Lavender here from Parts Unlimited. John? Or James, I'm sorry, James Lavender. If John Lavender's here, he can raise his hand too. SunTrust Motorsports Banking has been a partner of Grand Am's since just about the beginning. I don't know if you understand or know the story and what their role is in the sports car series, but they have been a sponsor also since we started MotoGT. Several years ago, SunTrust Bank opened a division in Nashville that was designed to look after the needs of musicians, keeping in mind that most musicians don't get regular paychecks like most motorcycle racers and most sports car racers. And yet, when you got a hit, you need investment advice and you need a place to put your money, and SunTrust had that for them. And yet, when you didn't have a hit, you need a new tour bus or needed some new equipment for the band, SunTrust had loans for them. And they started that in music and then brought it to Grand Am. I can tell you right now, if you watch any of our sports car races, about 2/3 of the field are financed by SunTrust Motorsports Banking. Most of the transporters are financed by Motorsports Banking. Now I'm planting a seed. So if you need money, or if you've got money, the guy you need to meet in this audience tonight is David Peugeot. David, would you please raise your hand? We were hoping that Kevin Whitman would be able to join us tonight, but he's got Rod Armbruster from New Jersey Motorsports Park and several others from that team, and I would like them all to raise their hands. They did a great job for us this weekend. Folks from New Jersey? I have been in this business a long time. Some think too long, but I'm not ready to hang it up yet. But I have never seen an inaugural event to rival the one we had here this weekend. Not just in terms of the spectator crowd, but in terms of the willingness of the track to accommodate us, to treat us with respect, and try to look after our needs. And congratulations to everybody from New Jersey. We're going to be here for years to come, and this will be a stop we always look forward to. Now, along with that same family of racetracks comes Virginia International Raceway, and the home racetrack for the Big Kahuna Nationals. Josh Leaf, the president of VIR, is here with us tonight. Josh. And in case you think I make up all this stuff at AMA Pro by myself, I've got partners in crime, and I'd like to introduce you to two of them tonight. Tom Bledsoe, one of the managing members of AMA Pro, is in the back of the room. Tom is also the chief operating officer at Grand Am, so we work together both on the four-wheel and the two-wheel side. And David Atlas, who's the senior vice president of AMA Pro. Greg promised that this would be fast and short and exciting. None of those things, so I'm going to step off the stage at this time. But to all of the champions, we're incredibly proud of you. When I watched that video, I am not just struck by the beauty of it, this sport that I've loved for so many years. I'm not just struck by the beauty of it and by the talent of the athletes, but by the incredible trust you have in each other. It's just amazing that you can race that hard, that close, that many miles, and still get up and do it again time after time after time. So my congratulations not only to the champions, but to every one of you who put on the most incredible motorsports show in this country. I love my sports car racing. NASCAR is the Big Kahuna in the motorsports world in this country, but this is an undervalued product, and by working together, we're going to let people see what we got here. This is going to be something, and today is just the beginning. So thank you so much.